Hello everybody and welcome back to Autocraft! Today is going to be a messy episode, let's be real. But last episode I discussed making an orchard near my spawn base, which is going to be what I'm going to do right now. So I was looking at this little area over here, and Woody, please don't disturb me. But there's all these trees and I'm thinking of just like chopping them down, rebuilding them, but in like a kind of unique way, because I had a chat with Rosie and Rosie showed me around her base and she's got a few secrets there, and it got me thinking about some armor stands mods, which I've now just realised I don't actually have installed. That'll be something I have to do later. Never mind. And I was thinking I'll just get the base of the trees started, chop them all down, and then we can meet back up here. Maybe it'll be day. I don't know. I hope it's day. That's all the trees cut down. I am going to add a little bit of a cobblestone plus andesite mix, kind of a wall, maybe with some tuff at the bottom. Just kind of like how they would have out in the countryside. So I'm going to add that first and maybe clear all the leaf litter out. And then maybe I'll add some trees. Okay, so all the trees are gone. The leaf litter's gone. And there is now a nice little barrier, very basic just for now. I'm going to use my incredible building skills to make it look a little bit more interesting, and then eventually I might add some trees. I think I might just give that little area over there a bit of terraforming TLC because it looks kind of bizarre. I don't mind bizarre things, but it looks very cliffy over there. And I've decided that over there, that tiny little spot over there that still has leaf litter, I'm going to make it into like a little lookout spot so you can look out over to there and see the other area. Just make it into a nice little area. And if you're wondering how much leaf litter I got loads. To put it lightly, I got loads of leaf litter. I don't think anyone needs that much leaf litter. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to use my stone cutter, maybe just move some of the cobblestone out for andesite to make it look more broken up, and I'll get back to you when I've done some of that. Okay, so I've done a little bit. I've added a little marker there for a way through, like a little side gate. The main gate is going to be this little bit here because when people come across the bridge, that's going to be like one of the first things they see, and also when they're by the shop they can see, oh, big old arch, let's go through it. Oh yeah, it's a big old arch with like a nice little doorway. I quite like this. It looks quite nice when the sun's setting behind it. So I really cannot wait to see what this area is going to look like when I get the trees sorted. But I have been adding some slabs, some stairs and some walls as well, just to make it look a little bit more used or a little bit more run down to fit in with the theme of the area. I don't know if I'm going to do the same with the cow pen. I don't want them to try and escape. But I'm kind of loving it so far. It looks more unique. It looks a bit more used. I was thinking of having just a spruce little gate here and one over there. Just to be like, can you not be in my way for like 2 seconds? Just so that I can kind of work with what I have. Not work with what I have. Just so I can kind of have an idea as to what's going to happen. Okay, so does that work? It kind of does, but it looks really weird having a stone wall here, so I think I might just move that and then replace all the leaf litter I just broke. Oh no, that's fine. But now it kind of looks a bit unbalanced, so I might just add yeah, that kind of helps a bit. But one thing I've come to realise is this area is just so chaotic with the hill. And I can't really like mine it down or like dig it down because that'll be 5 blocks down and then it'll be really steep and it'll be really out of place in this area. And also if you've been to orchards before or if you've grown trees before, then you know that they don't really care if the area is flat. So I'm thinking I'm going to head back to my main base, grab some dirt, and then just terraform this area out a little bit. It might mean that this area is more spread out, a bit more chaotic, but I think that's going to work in the long run. I did make a little gate over here, a little area over here, which can be linked up to Heart and the things that we're not going to talk about because I just totally didn't see one. Nope, not going to pretend I saw that. And yeah, I think that'll be quite nice. And then I think the lookout point over here would really be the best place for it because of course you can see what's going on over there. You can see Clack's little stables. You can see whatever that building is. I know what it is, but I can't remember at this exact moment. And you'll also have a beautiful view of this lighthouse. But it does mean at some point in the future I am going to have to make this bridge a little bit more bulky. I don't mind having a flat bridge, but it just kind of looks really out of place at the moment. Also, I did have a little wheat farm over here, but I just kind of took it out because it just didn't feel right to have it here anymore. I might make like a little fake stall for apples and just have it here all the time. Maybe, I don't know, because that would kind of make sense. If I had it for either apples or if I get some sweet berries, I can just use that as like a little stall for things that you can find in the forest. It's such a great orchard. There's not a single tree in it at the moment. Oh, I promise, by the end of the episode, there will be at least one tree in there, even if it is just a tree that shouldn't be in there at all. But yeah, I'm starting to love this little area. It's starting to feel a little bit more loved and a little bit more, oh yeah, there's a base here. But that is what I've been working on so far, and I'll see you in the next update, which will probably be in about half a second for you, but probably about 20 minutes for everyone else. Okay, so I've placed down a fair bit of dirt, and actually, I think this looks a lot better now. I haven't done too much with the whole wall over there. I've just been solely focusing on this. And yeah, I'm actually really happy with how this is starting to look. It's obviously not looking like an orchard because there's not a single tree in it, but I think given time, it's all looking incredible and amazing. Now that I'm finally happy with how the terraforming has gone, I am going to get started on making some trees. Now, if you're wondering how I'm going to do that, obviously I'm going to build some relatively normal looking trees. Thanks for the sub.
Jump scare.
Oh, you rat bag. Thank you, Thor, for the 16 months. Interrupting my video once again. So yeah, I was thinking of using some armor stands just to make the tree, but I think this is going to be a very long process seeing as I've done 2 armor stands and that's it so far. And that's taken me maybe 10 minutes to figure out, but I think this could end up being really cool. But yeah, I'm thinking a mix of normal logs and some artificial trees, I guess we could call it. In the orchard would be good fun. And yeah, that's the plan. I'll see you when this tree is built. I told you there would be at least one tree in the orchard. And it's not the one directly behind my head. I gotta show you. I absolutely love it. Look at this. Look at this. It's missing a little leaf now, but here's the vibe that I'm thinking. We have it as very little, right? I really like this. And so it's like a little stem. It's got a little bit of a thing, but that's only because of the wall that was there, keeping it as like a guide as to how big I wanted the trunk to be. But I've got leaf litter on the bottom and it looks really good and it works so well. I really love this. So the idea for the orchard isn't just to have one type of tree, or one type of tree in the orchard. So it's not just going to be oak. I'm thinking of getting all the other trees, or making more of those types of trees, but with all the different types of logs, which is like 12. Maybe not the warped area, like the nether trees, because I think that would just be a bit very much out of touch and out of sight, or just very weird. And I think it would just like work really well to have all the different types of trees. So 10 different types of trees, and then maybe in the middle I can have like a pale oak tree, and then I can do like a little armor stand of one of the tree dudes. What are they called? I can't remember what they're called at this exact moment. I think it's like the evil tree guy. Oh my god, I know what they're called. What are they called? They're not evil tree guys, but they are evil tree guys. The creaking. Thank you, Heart Gamer, in my chat, telling me the answer. Yeah, I could have like a little creaking appearing around from the pale oak tree. I think that'd be really cool. But I think that would just work so well with this sort of orchard area kind of idea. Because originally it was going to be like an apple tree kind of orchard, but now I'm thinking it would just make more sense to have all the different types of trees that I have growing. So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to chop down these trees, and then I'm going to make some paths in between where the trees would go. I need to make a plan as to where the trees are going to go though. Okay, so I've kind of got a vague plan as to how this is going to work. So I'm thinking, actually, dude. Oh, that was clutch. That was so clutch. Sorry, it wasn't that clutch. It was just good by my standard. So for the trees closest to the wall on this side, I'm going to have oak, and then it's going to be birch following along behind that. Then we're going to have spruce, jungle, and then deep slate. Then we're going to have pale oak. Deep slate, I mean dark oak. You know what I'm talking about. Then we're going to do acacia, and then we're going to do cherry. And you might be wondering, am I going to do mangrove? And the answer is no. It's too mean to deal with. It's too much of a difficult block to try and recreate into an armor stand anyway. But I've got paths all connected, or not all connected, but most of them are connected or linked up, and a little gate all the way over there has got a little path as well. I might put a bit of puzzle underneath the gate just so that it looks kind of connected. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna either do coarse dirt or the gate. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. Although I could just have like a little bamboo spot over there. If we have like the baby mod of like having, not the baby mod, but if we have like the baby data pack, we're gonna have like a baby panda just sitting over there in a little bamboo area. Oh, that could be so cute. That could be like a little hidden secret. Oh, I love that idea. I just need to build more trees. And I really don't want to. Well, I do. I just need to actually harvest some more logs, such as spruce, dark oak, pale oak, acacia, and cherry. Actually, I don't know if I do need more cherry. But I think I'm going to end up running out of some kinds of logs. So I'm gonna go be productive and make some more tree stumps first of all. So I have been working on these two biomes in between episodes. This one is starting to look really impressive. Well, I like to think so anyway. I'm not entirely sure. I have been mining this one out. I'm not entirely sure what the Y level is, but it is further down than the last time you saw it, and it's not as complete as you would think. I know, I need to work on it, but still, it's part of the process. And also, this needs to be dealt with. That needs to be dealt with. But I think everything else looks good. I do want to get some cornflowers in it. No, I'm getting distracted. I only came back to get some sticks so that I can make some more armor stands. Why is there so many blue chickens? I say as if I'm not contributing to them. I'm actually not. I've only hatched out one little eggie so far. I hadn't even thought about what this is going to look like from the bridge. I think this is going to end up looking beautiful. But there is one thing that I need to consider. And that's the fact that that single tree has 4 armor stands. Actually, that could be a thumbnail. Each tree is going to have 4 armor stands, so this could end up becoming really laggy. And seeing as this area is already down to like... Wait, am I laggy looking over there? Anyway, so I've placed down a few cobblestone walls just so that I can have like a guideline as to where the trees are going to grow. Or not grow, but go. And then I'm going to work with them, make them look proper and decent. And that's the plan, basically. I've already got the leaves sorted on the oak trees. I haven't got the full thing for here, but that's because I feel like it would be too bulky and too, I don't know, too uniform if it was like the same tree over and over again. So I'm just keeping it very basic for now. And I'm aware that the cobblestone walls are connected to the blocks next to them, but the cobblestone walls won't be here forever. But for now, I just need to wait for those trees to grow so that I can have... What the heck was that? Oh, it's Heart's Ghast in the background. That really confused me. I thought it was like a llama or something. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for those 3 saplings to grow, and then I can work... Then I can start working on the birch trees. But yeah, this could end up becoming a very laggy area. It could be like that forest from Pokemon Sword and Shield. What was that? It was like Tag Tree Forest or something, but this could be Lag Tree Forest maybe. So I was thinking this little area out front feels a bit empty. I'm getting distracted. I just need to work on them, but I'm putting it off because that's scary. Okay, this is what I have so far. I am slightly I am slightly concerned by the number of armor stands that would end up being in this area. I counted how many oak trees I have, and I think I counted 9. I don't want other people to be lagging in this area or to look at this area and be like, oh my god, the lag. But then again, there are parts of the server that's kind of a little bit laggy at the moment. Dude, you are so interrupting my monologue. So that is going to be it for today's episode. Thank you all very much for tuning in and just giving me a bit of support throughout this entire process. I did stream most of this episode on Twitch, so thank you to everyone in chat who kept me company throughout the days that this took place. And I'm actually really impressed with how this armor stand tree took place, and like, wow. And I think the fact that the setting sun is going to be in the background of the orchard is just going to really sell how wonderful this area is. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start adding some trunks to these trees in between episodes, adding some more leaf litter around, as well as communicating with the other autocrafters to find out if this is going to be actually a possible thing, or if I'm going to have to scrap the plan. Digital says bye YouTube, by the way. That's going in the video. But yeah, thank you all for tuning me. But thank you all very much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next episode, whenever that will be, probably next week. Take it easy, peeps. Goodbye.